described as fully animal. It's just that they behave human, and they seem to have this human awareness of us, and that's what freaks people out. That and the upright stance.
What's going on in the Michigan's Manistee Forest area?
Well, that is just almost like, I like to say southern Wisconsin is werewolf central, but I'm almost changing my mind to the Manistee Forest area. It's a really huge, I think like 1 million or 2 million acres, I can't remember right offhand, but it's a gigantic spread of timber, very heavily forested, and provides great cover. And there's a park, Fayette State Park, not too far from there, that had a pretty recent sighting this last summer where a family was camping, and they could see this tall canine creature on its hind legs, just silhouetted from the light through their tent, walking around their tent and circling it at night.
Almost 1 million acres.
Yeah, it's just a huge amount, and that's where so many of the reports of the Michigan Dogman came from, including the one in Luther where people came home and found big scratches on the siding of the house. And again, we're getting back to that same character. Why does this thing want to come up and scratch people's houses? But the weird thing was that the prints were big canine prints. They were expecting to find bear prints, and this was verified by the sheriff's department. It wasn't just the people who lived there. It was an actual sheriff's report file, but there were huge scratches, 7 feet up, with the prints were definite canine, and they're very different from bears. And I should mention that we do have photographs, pretty good ones, of prints here and there, and they're pretty unique, like nothing else.
Do you get chupacabra reports?
The only time I had a report of the chupacabras was when I happened to be traveling in Arizona on vacation and met somebody who told me they saw one down by Tucson somewhere, standing by the side of the road, and drew me a little picture. And it actually reminded me of the winged lizard men that show up in Wisconsin. We have reports of lizard men both in La Crosse and up in the Black River. In one case, one was seen along a highway by several carloads of highway workers. So,
why do they call them lizard men? Do they look like a person?
They look like a humanoid, about the size and shape of a human, but covered with green scales. And then in many of the instances, they're looking at it, and all of a sudden it snaps out wings from behind its back and just shoots off into the trees, very much like this man bat, except having scales instead of brown fur.
Too weird, isn't it?
It is.
Let's go to Santa Fe, New Mexico. Mark's turn. You're on coast to coast. Hey, Mark, go ahead.
Hi, George. Hi, Linda.
Hi.
I've heard you reference the Native Americans a few times, and I've spent quite a bit of time up in South Dakota on the Pine Ridge Reservation with Medicine Man up there, and he has told me some stories that are just. In the beginning, I thought maybe this was a little bit of folklore, but
Damn.
as I hung out with him more, I began to believe him more and more. And one of the stories was the stories of these giant spiders up there, and they had found a cow in a cocoon of web up there. Have you heard anything like this from that area?
That's